Let's go live for a little bit. If I can find the right glove. Uh-oh. Well, good thing I got these just washed. Okay. A lot of people. What up, El Trevor? So we're making White today. Perhaps the only femboy character I have. And that got a lot of requests to be made. I got a lot of requests last stream for it. How are you? I'm fine. Not going to be streaming all too long. Outer is on the way over, so we have some other streams planned. Hello, Fluffy, the Crazy, Laris. At the request of drawing, for some reason, I don't know why all you guys wanted me to draw a femboy. I mean, you got, like, it was insane, the amount of requests I got. We're going to be drawing White today, which I believe is my only femboy character. And in fact, he's not even always a femboy. He's got a bit of a personality disorder. Or a bit of a personality crisis. This is White. Because sometimes he thinks he's like a really strong knight, and then sometimes he acts really girly. He's not very fully developed, actually. He's a bit of a byproduct. He's a twin, actually. His other twin is far more developed than he is. She's much bigger, stronger, smarter. He's not really any of that. He just kind of exists. His father and his mother do wish to keep him away from the fight, as he is so fragile that any sort of serious blow to him will definitely kill him, with no chance of saving him. So he's a bit of a special character. He does have a bit of a hatred issue. Like you're drawing, thanks. He does grow to resent his siblings because he feels inferior to them. They only want to protect him, though, as he is just a fragile little baby. Even as a little baby, his sister grew up much faster than he could. She learned faster. She was able to adapt faster while he was still struggling to open his eyes. Keeping things like his head lifted, he couldn't eat most foods. He doesn't know how to swim. He doesn't know how to do a lot of things. White is eating a bees burger. Yep. In fact, it's really hard for him to eat something like this, so he has to really, really chew it for him to be able to eat it. And even then, his teeth aren't very great for chewing. He can't speak properly, so he kind of speaks in like broken sentences. He doesn't know how to write. He does not know how to read, especially. He can't really comprehend a lot of things. Insight is a big thing in my Project Agony, and he does not have any. In fact, he's one of the only characters in the show to have absolutely zero, even though he's born of the Crucible. He's one of many thousands, millions born of the Crucible, and he is just not very intelligent. Hello, DCW. Fluffy. What else? Gonna pick up. Alright, see you, Laris. You better draw clothes. But you draw better clothes than mine. I like to try and make every character have their own fashion. I actually do have another version of White in a proto suit. For his other version. He has a brown scarf he likes wearing. And when he's not wearing a brown scarf, he's wearing this brown collar thing. He likes the color brown. He also likes the feel of denim. Yeah, I didn't think anyone wanted me to draw White, but it just the constant request of draw a femboy. I was like, fuck it. Let's just do that for a little bit. I'm not going to detail the table or anything like that that he's sitting at. I'm just going to make sure the table is just drawn in. The stream is more or less about him, not the fucking table. The table has its own lore, I guess. It's just a random table he's sitting at. The table's a table. It was built in a factory. For me, drawing a thick body is quite hard. For me, it's a little hard at first. Once I get it down, I know what I'm doing. So we're just making these lines really crispy. And then we'll shade in. Obviously, we're not going to shade him because he actually is white in color. So we're not going to shade him, obviously, but we are going to shade his clothing. He likes assortments of greens and blues, but his favorite color is brown. This image is before he gets his arm eaten off by a giant parasite. Because, yes, that does happen to him. He does get his arm eaten off by a giant parasite. As really messed up as that sounds, he just is in the wrong place at the wrong time, and a parasite that's handcrafted leaches to his arm and eats it off. And his father really tries to do everything he can to help him. White, though, mistakenly takes everything the wrong way, and things do not turn out good for him. But White is really deep down a sweetheart. There's quite the proportional difference here. Yeah. His father is not exactly sure what to do with White because White is, well, weird looking. You know, he isn't really sure of how he is supposed to deal with this. Rip arm. Yes, he does literally get his arm eaten off by a parasite that he actually grows to be quite attached to. Literally. No, he does start to get like very close attachment, like a very close bond with the parasite. As the parasite, well, it doesn't feel the same way back. It does protect him as it tries to keep its host alive. Yeah, White isn't really good at anything. His eyesight sucks. His sense of smell is really dull. His taste buds also suck, so he's just eating this thing and it tastes like nothing to him. Kind of like Venom. Not like that. It's like an actual, like, squid-looking parasite. It looks like a squid, kind of. Do my eyes deceive me? Every time I scroll, this channel ends up on my feed, and I always goon to material. It's always goon material. Okay. I drew Mordecai from Regular Show. That's really cool. I like Regular Show. I really liked its ending. It was a bit random, but what do you expect? It's fucking Regular Show. I watch HBO. It's the only platform I do watch. Yeah. I've already finished that up. We're talking about canceling some subscriptions. drew Mordecai, but scientifically accurate because he's a Blue Jay. I see. Dan, that's good art. Thank you. I love how White looks. Yeah, he's actually really short. His sister is like almost 9 feet tall, and he is like 4'1". He is really, really tiny, especially in the World of Agony. His father's like 7 foot. His mom is 6 foot. A lot of his siblings reached about the 7 foot, 8 foot mark. Yes, character of mine. And White is... Get out of here if you're going to hate. Yeah, White is... He is really tiny compared to everyone else. He is extremely tiny. He can't speak clearly. He just kind of exists. But he does have his importance in the story. More or less for the main character, Red, that's his father. That's a guy? Yes, it is. It is a character of mine, yes. I love drawings that look weird until it ends. I don't know if to take that as an insult or compliment. What's his name? His name is White. The hell? I just opened up YouTube. Well, YouTube seems to think you like this stuff. That says more about you than me. If you don't like it, just scroll. I'm not sure why everyone in the house is needing to yell at this exact time. Sorry if you guys can hear people yelling in the background. I don't know why out of all times everyone starts yelling. The house is literally dead-ass quiet until I go to start streaming. And then everyone starts screaming, and it's like, man. Why does he have a big... It's like the only thing that's really developed on him are his legs, but even then he can't really walk properly. It's a compliment, I see. I'm not taking requests. This stream's going to be kind of short, actually. Kind of like White is. But it is going to be a little short. I am kind of running short a little on time, as I will be having somebody coming over. We have a lot of plans. I didn't really think about it until a little bit ago, but I wanted to get this stream out of the way because people have been requesting for me to draw my femboy character, and the White is my only femboy character. My only character like that, actually. We'll darken up his pants pockets in a little bit. What can he do normally? He's actually not capable of anything. He is the runt of his family. He's a byproduct, as sad as that is to hear. He was not meant to be born. He is the result of a freak accident. Because his sister Leah was meant to be born, but then his mom got infected by the Crucible, or she got turned into the Crucible, or, infected by it, and then White just suddenly showed up in the ultrasound. He was just a little tiny byproduct that was created due to a freak accident. They still love him, you know. He's still their kid, but he's kind of an idiot. His brain is mostly liquid. His brain is mostly fluids, so his thinking capacitor is not at its highest, as it should be. Leah, however, is incredibly intelligent and has the mind of a supercomputer due to being born with the Crucible. But White is not that case. He does not have any special property to him. So all he can do is eat. He tries to help, but everyone is scared that he'll get killed in the process. I feel bad for him, yeah. He is, like, everyone is so scared for his safety. A character named Lily, who's a doctor, she estimated that White was not going to live a long life because things like his organs just don't function properly. She estimated that he probably won't even make it to maturity. And that he just wouldn't live very long. Surprisingly, he did live very long due to some extreme measures taken to keep him alive. He had to sit in an incubator for a good portion of his life. The aspects he got from the Crucible were fur and nothing else. In fact, his fur aspect wasn't even all that great. His sister Leah got the aspects of fur, horn, fang, and scale. I feel like White is a lab product. He is just a very sad case of a byproduct. He gets a lot of resentment towards his siblings, though, because he does feel like he is inferior to them. He feels extremely inferior to them. He doesn't have a very big vocabulary either, so you could speak to him, and it's very likely he will have almost... Have you drawn his sister? I'm still designing his sister in the current day, because I have some old designs of her, but I'm not very happy with them. I'm not going to show them either, because I do not like them. What is actually a femboy? I really don't know what we classify it as, I guess. Yeah. White, though, he doesn't really do anything. But everyone's okay with him not doing anything. Because they don't want him getting killed for no reason. Some of the villains even have the chance to kill him, and they don't because they view him as a pathetic waste of time. And not worth the kill. A boy dressed up like a girl? That's just a cross-dresser. Where's the kitty I told you about? I'm not taking requests. Like I said, I'm kind of short on time, but I wanted to get this stream out for people who are requesting it. That's kind of mean, but also nice. What's kind of mean? Hamburger. Yeah, everyone's really obsessing that he's eating a hamburger. Yeah, none of the villains are interested in killing White at all because he literally is like he is not a threat. Like, if he goes to punch you, it's likely he will hurt himself doing so or not even make contact. Like, that is how pathetic of a character he is. In fact, he may actually be so scared of you that he may just stiffen up. White is extremely easy to intimidate. Hey, I'm sorry for being mean yesterday. I was just having a bad day. Not sure why you decided to take it on me, though. But I accept your apology. Yes, he is eating a cheeseburger. He probably can't taste it, though. Let's be real. His taste buds kind of suck, so he's probably not tasting very much. And we'll draw the chair he's sitting on. While White's not super stupid, he is kind of like really dull. I bought markers. That's really cool. But he is the kind of kid that'll see something like dangerous, go to touch it, be warned it'll hurt him, touch it anyway, complain that it hurt him, and then go to touch it again. This guy sucks. Are you talking about me? Why did you need to comment that? We'll shade in the table a little bit. White, not you. He's not completely useless, actually. In terms of fighting, yeah, he's not going to do anything, but he does do something for another character. But he wasn't meant to be born is the thing. But an enemy not killing him does lead to that enemy's death, by the way. Sorry. Who's that? This is White. The only femboy character I have. I like boards in blue, so I drew Mordecai. That's cool. Forium says no, he's not related to Black. That's a good joke. What up, Trevor Gaming? Draw a bow, please. I'm not taking requests. Those gloves are real cool, thanks. I'm just wearing the one right now because I couldn't find my other one. I drew a drawing and said yes. I drew another one. Okay, I see. Yeah, this stream may not be very long, by the way, for those of you coming in. The stream may end within the next, 15 minutes or so. Yes, he has lore. He does have lore. He doesn't have a lot of lore. But Does he have? Does he? It's a boy. It is a boy. White is a boy. Yes, he does actually have other outfits. So White, he does kind of have like a girly outfit, but this is a later White as well in his proto suit. What makes his ass so big? I've drawn a picture. Yeah, this is a picture of White. This is after his arm gets eaten off by a parasite. Oh shit, I take it back. Yeah, this parasite is his protosuit is like Captain America. His protosuit, he actually kind of is required to wear his protosuit. Will you stream tomorrow? Most likely. Because he dresses like a girl, yeah. But this parasite does actually do a lot of shit, surprisingly. It will do everything it can to protect him. I don't know who Classy Katsubo is. You parasite, quoted by Kane. Yeah, this thing literally will do everything in its power to keep him alive. So he has two sides. Even then, it's like, is it just a fungus to be honest? It's just a fungus. It's not really a fungus, really. It's like a squid creature. It is like kind of like a squid creature. I don't know what that is, IGN. I don't know what that is. So, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, he likes to wear the color brown. He likes brown. He likes browns and blues and stuff like that. Well, I've got to leave. Yeah, this stream's not going to be all too long, so you're not going to be missing much. It doesn't, okay, here's the thing. Because it attached to him, it literally cannot deattach. It's created by a man who creates flawed life. So once it clinged to him, it didn't want to decling from him because once it's done that, if it declings to him, it dies. And it learned that. It literally is smart enough to have learned that. So it will do everything in its power to keep his heart beating. What the helly? So, not like White? What? Rugrats and Nickelodeon? I drew another Blue Jay. That's okay, that's cool. Yeah, you parasite Kane. Does he put on rainbow makeup, like prism-like thing? No. Blue Jays are cute. They are kind of cute. What is this drawing? This is beautiful. It's really beautiful. Thanks. Is that a femboy? Yes, because it's been requested for like 3 days now that I would draw one. So I was like, fuck it, I will just do one real quick. And so I decided to draw White because White is my only femboy character. So we have White when he's being girly, and we have White when he's in his proto suit. So, yeah. White is a bit of a very, very odd character. Can't speak at all, really. He's not mute, he just doesn't know how to speak properly. So his sentences are all broken. There's the table all colored in. See, yes, he's another one of my OCs. Arse. Does he talk in gibberish? Not really. So, like, when he speaks to you, he'll speak like... He won't say please, he'll say plea. Instead of saying, like, hello, he'll say, like, hell. Or, like, hoy, or something like that. He won't say it correctly. Okay. Oh, I will grab some in a little bit then. Somebody was cooking something, I guess. Lovely looks. I like... Looks like a mute boy. Boy's just like me. Timmy. Yeah, he doesn't speak properly. He doesn't speak like Timmy exactly, but he just doesn't... I just baked a cake. Don't drop it. But yeah, he kind of just goes about his day doing whatever. As a baby, he was like literally the most pathetic thing in the universe. He couldn't lift his head. He could not open his eyes. He really couldn't breathe on his own. He was like really tiny. And even at his you know, growth, his full growth, he is like 4'1". Yeah, El Trevor? OMG, he's just me. Just I am a girl. Yeah, he was basically like the most pathetic thing, but he actually, like, some people say when I show him off sometimes that he's like really cute looking. He's very emotionally driven as well. Who would win? Or who would win? Infant White or Hydrogen Atom? Probably the Hydrogen Atom. It wouldn't take much. It does not take much to upset him, by the way. If it, like, you know that puzzle where you take like a shape and you put it in a shape hole? To him, every single shape looks the same. And he will try to fit them all in the same spot. He gets very frustrated with literally anything. Coughing Baby versus White. Probably the Coughing Baby. Or he'd be too scared of it. He's easily frightened. But he's easily frustrated too. However, he also doesn't have the same fear factor as some people. Some things that would spook you would not scare him because he simply cannot comprehend it. This shit needs to be a webcomic. But, like, say like this, like you would be scared of a spider, but he would have no concept of that fear because he's never heard of a spider before. To him, it's just something that looks like him, I guess, or that he thinks looks interesting. He doesn't fear a lot of things he really should fear. He also just simply doesn't have concept of certain things. Like, to him, swimming is, like, really weird because he doesn't understand how you can swim. I don't really have the time to draw other OCs. I am probably going to be having it in the stream at any minute now. I'm waiting for somebody to come over. He can't run very far. Like, he literally probably is, like, the most pathetic character. Okay. I don't know why everyone's trying to talk to me. I literally tell people, hey, I'm going to stream. Well, now we're all going to talk to you when you're streaming. Sweet art, bye, by the way. All right, see ya, Pester Pest. I need this to become a comic book ASAP. Hello, I ate 5 children. I thought they were fried chicken. How y'all doing? That's crazy. That's crazy. Nuclear bomb versus white. I feel like that, like, a lot of anyone would really get killed by nuclear bomb. I do color them rarely, but these color pencils I have are literally some of the worst shits I've ever had. I want an explanation. The explanation is that he's a waste of skin. All your characters are amazing and beautiful. Yeah. I drew him because people have been requesting a femboy for some reason for like a few days, so why not? Probably, actually, yeah. He would have like no concept of it. Like I said, you could talk to him, and if you use too many complicated words or too many words in general, he will only process like the first 5 words. You have to speak like extremely clearly with him. It's not a she, it's a dude. This is a boy. Actually, he's not fertile. He really isn't anything. He could, even if he wanted to, he couldn't have children. However, he doesn't understand where babies come from. And he still doesn't understand it. That's a dude. That is a dude. His sister tries explaining things to him, and he doesn't understand. Can you give him a bottom eyelash? Like, what do you mean? We are cracking? What does cracking even mean? So he's like peak autism, basically. So if you want to say, hey, go out to dinner with me, you'd have to go, dinner, you, me. And then he'd understand it. Cracking is another word for fucking. That's crazy. Who is that? This is White. But you literally have to speak slowly and very clearly to him. Dinner, you, me. That's how you have to talk to him. And even then, there's a good chance he would not understand what the word dinner means. White is good. It's not trauma. White is innocent. Let's not traumatize him by telling him how he came into this world. He thinks he just woke up one day. To him, the universe started existing like last Thursday. To him. What is he eating? He's eating a burger that he's chewing excessively because he has, like, his teeth are, like, not very good for chewing. It is a boy. Skinny jeans, it's a boy. Why is he double kicked up? That actually more or less comes from his mom. Give me money. He has no concept of money. In fact, believe it or not, he is so well known in his community. People feel so bad for him. Why does it look like a girl? Because he is kind of girly. He's kind of girly, and then sometimes he's not very girly. Sometimes he's a different person entirely because he doesn't know what he is. He has no idea what he actually is. To him, he is just a thing that exists. So sometimes he's a knight in shining armor, not really. And sometimes he is just this. He looks normal right there. He's still the exact same person. Those guys can snap bricks. The bricks will snap him. Where did he get the cheeseburger? The person who made the cheeseburger just gave it to him. He has eyelashes, yeah. Not all the time, but all right. He's gender fluid, basically. He understands that he is a boy. He has, like, that kind of concept under, but he also thinks, because he has a really big butt, he also thinks that he is a girl. So he doesn't really know exactly what he is. Most people don't draw men with eyelashes. He's not really a man is the problem. He is a boy. He's a boy. He is also really short. He's by far, I think, my shortest character. Standing at a nice 4'1" at peak height. That belt's looking... That is actually just his waist. That is literally how small his gut is. Non-binary gender... Yeah, basically, he's like the non-binary character, kind of. That waist is snatched. Because he doesn't... like. He has to, like, he doesn't like eating solid foods. Like, if you give him something solid, it's going to take him a while to actually consume it. If you give him an orange, he may not even get the peel off. He won't understand how to. He'll eat the peel, probably. You have to give him, like, really soft foods that he can actually understand how to consume. Is he gay or lesbian? He's not really anything. He does like girls. He understands that. His waist is non-existent. Burger. I checked out your channel. Is this your first OC? No. My first OC is Balder. You can also find him on my channel. Can you draw me? No, I'm not drawing anything else right now. How old is White? At this point, White is 18. He is freshly 18, at least for his species standards. Usually, if you're born of the Crucible, you can mature within a day, or it could take you 100 years to mature. White is born of the Crucible, but his sister matured shortly after 3 years. She was fully grown. And even then, she wasn't done growing. But she was at that point peak maturity because she's born of the Crucible. Mind you, where he's from, the Crucible, that's what the planet is, like that these guys live on. The Crucible's daytime cycle is so much different than it is for us. A week for us is like a day for them, but not even. It's a little longer. So 3 years for them is like maybe 16, 17 years for us. Maybe 18, 20. Is he gay? No, he's not. He does have guts. However, he doesn't actually have all the internal organs you would normally see. He has like the bare essentials to live for what he is. I really hope this character doesn't show up in Rule 34. He has aura and Riz. I don't know how he has aura and Riz. In fact, actually, the context to this image, because I used another image that I made of this as reference. There is somebody walking up to him and talking shit to him. And he doesn't understand, like, half the things they're saying. Like, they're calling him, like, the F word, the C word, and all that stuff. Like, they're saying all this really hateful shit towards him, and he has no idea what they're saying. They're just being so mean to him, and he has no idea. Are you taking requests? No. No, I am not. I'm surprised the stream has gone as long as it has. Why are they saying that? He's so cool and cute. I love White. Because they're just being mean to him. What's your inspiration for the character? I didn't really have an inspiration for White. He was just something. He's a byproduct. That's exactly what he was. Do you like horses? I think horses are very interesting, but they scare me. Is that hair? Yeah, so he is literally covered in like a very thin layer of fur. But yes, he does kind of swoop it up like his dad's hair, his fur. Can you read my comments? I'm trying to. Where can I find more lore? In my Discord server. He's such a diva. That's crazy. How does his sad look like? What? New to your channel. Looked around. Love your videos. Keep it up. Yeah, Multi, are you gay? Why are we asking people if they're gay now? I mean, dad. His dad is like this. Discord is banned here. Then I'm sorry, man. You can catch more lore and more streams. His dad is like this 7-foot tall monster. Monster of a man. Like, everyone is scared of him. Red is one of my main characters. You can find him on my channel. If you go to my my playlists and go to my art playlist, you will find Red. He's one of my 2 main characters. That's his father. Why are people so mean to White? I don't know. Yeah, Why gay is he just a femboy? He is literally just a femboy. Can you post more lore and videos, please? I will try to. Yeah, sometimes he looks like this, though. Whenever he's trying to impress his father, he looks like this. Whenever he's around his mother, he looks like this. It's kind of depending on who he's around. If he's around his mom, he looks like that. If he's around his dad, he looks like this. And if he's around both, he kind of has a mixture of both looks. He goes based on whoever he's around. No, Shiny Umbreon. He's not. Shiny Umbreon's still black. He's just got blue rings instead of yellow rings. So he's zesty with his brother? What? No, he does. He grows to despise his siblings. He doesn't. He has 2 older brothers, but he grows to hate both of them. It's a he, him, so people don't misgender him. He has a whole ass bakery. Actually, yeah, the guy. So there is somebody behind the camera, like just some random person talking shit to him, and they're literally calling him like slurs about his butt, and he doesn't understand what they're talking about because his vocabulary is so small. He doesn't understand certain words. He has no idea what the word fuck means or anything like that, or I hate you. He has no idea what things like that mean. Tell him not to listen to those people. He doesn't understand those people is the problem. There is a second part to this image, actually. And the second part to this image is that this seam in his pants just bursts. He's wearing very tight jeans. He wears tight things in general. His proto armor kind of squeezes him a bit. People bully him. A lot of people are really nice to him is the problem. They feel so bad for him because he's just so tiny. He needs an M1 Grand. It would break his shoulder. Yeah, he's tiny. He's like 4'1". He's 4 feet tall. Compared to his dad, which is 7 feet, his mom about 6'5", his twin sister is 9 feet tall, his older brother is 7 feet tall, his other brother is about almost 8 feet tall, his half sister is 6'5", like his other sister's 6 foot, like all of his siblings are much taller than he is, and he is 4'1". So he's the runt. Yeah, basically, he is the runt, and he's by far the weakest character in my show. Pancake, I think I remember you. Is that a femboy? Yes, it is. People really wanted me to make my femboy OC, so we made him. So you're saying I can grab him like a plushie? Basically, and he may not know what you're doing. He can't see a lot of colors, by the way. He cannot see a lot of colors. He's kind of colorblind. I'm 4'7". Well, you're taller than him. He's 4'1". I will not draw a cat this stream. Maybe I'll go back to taking requests. He's not a furry, but he is born of the Crucible, and the only aspect he has of the Crucible is fur. His twin, though, who's also born of the Crucible, has fur, scale, fang, and horn. So she's got a lot more aspects than he does. He's only got the aspect of fur, and it's not a very good aspect. He's so nerfed. Yeah, he's just so tiny. Why is he so fucking nerfed? Because his sister is so fucking buffed. Basically, his sister is like 3 people in one. She literally has like 3 different brains. Being born of the Crucible gives you a lot of extra stuff, good and bad. His brain isn't even fully there. It's literally mostly fluids. Can I see his sister? I have not fully designed her yet, but I do have a bunch of concepts. He is not an animal. Technically, if you're born of the Crucible, you're classified as an other. Because Crucible creatures are born very differently. Some of them can look wildly different from one another. You're just touched by the Crucible. How old is he? In this photo, he is technically an adult. By his standards. He looks so goofy. I love him. He's not all there. What's his name? White. I have a question about your world. Go ahead and ask. White is so beautiful. Can you search up sea sheep? After stream sometime. Is he a marshmallow? He's soft, yeah. Some of his bones are also really soft. Is there a way to get buff yourself? Yeah, there are ways to get yourself really strong. Cybernetics, artifacts, magical artifacts. Like, there's a lot of stuff that can make you really strong. What gender is he? He's a boy. Sea sheep are adorable. Okay. He's so fun. He's so cute and funny looking, but with the context of the image, he's even more. Yeah, there is somebody literally just saying every rude thing they could say to him, and he literally is just like, "Who are you?" Show us the other part. If you join the Discord, I will post both parts. Is he eating a cow? No, he's eating a burger. If you join, you can join a Discord by going into my community posts, and there should be a link to my Discord if you scroll down. You should be able to join Discord. I will post both parts of the image. Mind you, the first part, the guy that's talking to him does say some things that may trigger you. The guy that is talking to him is being extremely mean to him. Does he understand what he's saying? No. Rip off? Rip off of what? I love the art style. So it's like an OC, yes. What's his hobby? Nothing. Staring into the abyss is his hobby. See no boobs and I must cry. Because Red Wolf, YouTube hates you, I guess. I'm probably just gonna crash out. Why? I should make Reddit posts. I will never go to Reddit. Why is he built like... Hati's actually bigger than him. Hati is literally taller than he is. Is he naked? No. What? He's clothed. Because the other part of the what? Has he got any buff magic? Nope, he is kind of useless. I love you. All right, guys. That's gonna be the end of stream. So, really hope you guys enjoyed. If you got more questions, go to the Discord. You can join the Discord. You can ask more questions about White, Hati, Axel, all the characters. I will answer them without trying to spoil a lot. But, does he do anything? No, not really. But I'm gonna probably end it here. I didn't expect to be streaming this long, to be honest. Lore. We need lore. Just go, there. I have explained a lot of lore. You just missed it. You can just rewatch the VOD. I've answered a lot of questions for it. But I am gonna end here. Yes, I do need to end here, sadly. Draw more. I literally have to end here. I planned this stream out very poorly. I also like to draw, so do I. Lore drawing. Please don't end. Or don't end, please. I really have to, guys. You can get more lore in the Discord, and maybe I'll be back with streaming later or something like that. But the stream was poorly planned out. Plans are overlapping. So I will see you guys later. I promise I will stream later. He looks so cute and cool. Thank you. Make sure you have the other concepts. Will do. All right, guys. I'll be seeing ya.